We all have our own peculiarities, but we share our stories and fates. The brothers and sisters of the main and secondary arteries, the cousins on the faraway continents, and the mothers, fathers, aunts and uncles of the great rivers and oceans. We have always been connected, flowing without borders into each other, being a social media already for thousands of years. I was then full of life, and liked to share it with those who came to my shores during the warm summer months, before they returned to the forests for winter. I was mother and father, brother and sister, before the big boats left their harbors, and the murmur of the oceans grew louder and louder until it finally reached me. The days of tranquility were over then, as ship after ship arrived to carry furs, gold and silver to the eastern side of the ocean, satisfying the appetites of the nobility and a burgeoning bourgeoisie. Cruel in the south, where men wagered with one another as to which of them could cut a man in the middle with one blow of a sword, split his head with a pike, or tear out his entrails. They tore newborn creatures from their mothers' breasts by the feet and hurled them with their heads against the rocks. Great and noble men they killed usually by making grates of sticks, which they placed on forks, tied the unfortunate ones to them, and built a gentle fire under them until they gradually gave up a pitiful cry and gave up the ghost in unspeakable pain, as described by an eyewitness. A genocide of an estimated 63 million indigenous people. Men, women, children, from the newborn to the oldest. The new owners exploited and killed their own species, just as they exploited the flora and fauna of the once so rich New World, all for the sake of wealth and the accumulation of goods, as the basis and driving force of an uncontrolled capitalism, justifying it as an act of civilization and duty for a person of faith. My waters and shores are now protected as the reserves of the native population, preserving our beauty for the leisure industry. And like the first explorers who came in search of a mythical kingdom of treasure and wealth, modern crusaders come on their ships in search of a temporary paradise